Good day. This is Rick Elder for Bay Mills College, and we are in week 2 of our course CS121, and this is the instructional video for Pause and Practice 1-2. Before I get started, I just want to mention briefly that I have scored your work from week 1, and overall it was fine for those who did turn the work in. If you didn't for some reason turn the work in, please do so. It owes only to your benefit to complete the class. The links will accept the work for at least another week after the original due date. That's on purpose. And if you run into any difficulty with that, please just send me a Moodle message. Also, I want to mention very briefly that if you are trying to do this course from a Chromebook, it's probably not going to work well for you, and it's probably not from a Macintosh computer. The course is based on Microsoft Office, 365, and it's made to work off a traditional laptop computer with a Windows operating system, which is Windows 10 in nearly every case these days, unless you have something pretty old. If you have a system older than Windows 10, it probably is not going to work well for you either. That being said, I want to take a look at Pause and Practice 1-2, which builds upon the assignment we did in Unit 1. As our instructions point out here, you want to open Pause and Practice 1-1, and then we're going to go into what is called, and then save it as Pause and Practice 1-2, and we'll go through that, and then we'll get started here. Let me open up my project. I have the document right here. This is the document that we finished from last week about Sharon Wing. I like to make the screen a little bit bigger for my own sake to just see it a little bit. This is the one we finished about Sharon Wing. So you want to go in and want to do a save as on it, which what nice feature about save as is it keeps your original copy in place and does not overwrite it. If you just click the simple save button up at the top, it will overwrite everything you have and you will lose your original copy. So you want to go to File and Save As, and I want to put it to my cloud count right here, and I'm going to want to just change the name on the end of this thing to 2, put a number 2 in here, because this is going to be the second one, and I'm going to just change that. And oftentimes, if I've already got stuff done, you want to be careful with it that you don't overwrite everything you've got. I'm going to put like 1-2, and I'll put an A behind it here so I don't lose my original copy. Yeah, something you need to watch when you work with, if you've been working with things before. I'm going to save it. Now it will give me this copy with the letter A behind in my name. So I saved my original one. Okay, great. Now we want to take a look. The book's got some interesting features with it here today. We're going to work with cutting and pasting, and there's only one document you need from your class to do this, and you're going to get that document from going to your Moodle website, and you're going to find it right here. It's called Disclosure Statement. Double click Disclosure Statement to open it, and it will download into your computer. On the left hand side, click Open File, and you'll need to click the Enable Editing feature. Whenever you bring something down from the internet for the first time, you need to click Enable Editing. That will allow you to work with it. Okay. We're going to work a little bit with cutting and pasting in this assignment. And here what you want to do to cut and paste it, there's a couple ways you can do it, but the book talks basically about you have to select your text and then Control-C is copy. You see it goes over there in my clipboard. I haven't covered the clipboard a lot in class. The clipboard you'll find is a very handy feature. Let me turn it off by clicking the red X. Just clicking the X does not remove what's in my clipboard, but you don't see the clipboard here. I turn the clipboard on by clicking the dialog box launcher. You'll see it here, and this allows me to save up to 24 items. And just click and I can put them into any document I want. If you go to 25 items, it erases the very first one. So there I've got that copied into my clipboard. And you have to keep one document open or your clipboard will erase. It'll just vanish. So I've already got Sharon Wing open at this point in time. So I can close this X here. As long as I have one Word document open. Good. Now, in my instructions for the book, they want us to work with, once we've renamed the thing, okay, okay, good. We've copied the text into the clipboard, and now we want to paste these contents into the proper place into the document, okay. And if I remember right, they want us to paste it between these two. Well, for right now, we're going to just paste it in here, and I can move it around. Control V is paste, or I can come up here and I can just click the button paste. Most people probably do right here. Click paste, puts it in here, and you'll notice that the text is different. It doesn't look the same. Undo, click the undo button, which is real handy. Come back in here to where it says, under the paste button, see there's two different buttons. Click down here and the bottom half of it and look for, it says use destination theme, keep source formatting. That's what you want right there, keep source formatting. Yeah. And then you're pretty good there. Okay. Now you'll notice here, this is in Calibri 11, and this down here is probably not, is going to be in Times New Roman 12. So again, that's not what you want. The easy way to fix that is to just go right here and click at Calibri right here, and then it makes it look the same. And make sure our font's the same. That's 11. It's 11. We're good. Okay. So now you notice there's some spelling mistakes in that. That's fine. You're going to fix that as we go on. You're going to find one item here quite useful, and that is the item of Format Painter. Okay, the Format Painter is right up here on the left-hand side under the clipboard. This line, this is called the split line here. You see, double click on the word Format Painter, and it will turn it on what you want it to do. Okay, and we want to select our paragraph down here. You must always select everything first. Click on Select, double click Format Painter, it turns it on, and you're going to see a paintbrush show up now. Wherever I paint over my document, it will change the format to make it the same. Okay, so we've copied the text. Now what we want to do is move things around a little bit. Double click the word disclosure here. We've got to find the word disclosure right here. Turn off my Format Painter. And we got to go to the line that says double click Format Closure in the first sentence in the third body paragraph. 1, 2, 3. That's third body paragraph right there. Double click the word disclosure. You see what it does, it highlights it. Click the control key and drag and drop the text between the words and closed statement. Okay, so push the control key down and let's look for the words that say enclosed statement. Okay, and it's right down on the bottom there, and we want to drag it right down there between the words enclosed and statement. Okay, so control key down, enclosed and statement, move to the cursor, move right there, drops it right in there. Okay, so we've adjusted that the way they want us to do it. Okay. Delete the placeholder for the word date. Look down into our document right here. See this here, date? Okay. The word date is right there. Delete the placeholder date, including the brackets, in the last paragraph, and type the date that is 1 week from today. What is 1 week from today? I'm doing this on the 19th. If you click down here in your computer over the time frame, it'll open up a calendar for you. 1 week from today is the 26th. So I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to take this out. And I'm going to type in backspace at January. And I want it to be 26. 26, 2021. That's good. Change the font and size of the entire document. There's something called the control keys can be useful for some things. We don't need to learn them all, but control A is helpful. Push down the control button and A selects the entire document that we talk about right here. And they want this whole document to be in Cambria 12. come up to our font button here, look for Cambria. They're all alphabetical. And once you've used one, it will remember it. Find Cambria. There it is. And we want Cambria to be 12. You can see the whole document change. It all changes. So now everything is in a nice same concept there. And change the case spacing of the selected text, okay? Let's look for the word subject in the subject line of the document. Okay, here's the words. Here's the word subject in the subject line of our document right here. And we want to change the case. We want to make this all uppercase. Select the word real quickly. And look for the button out there at the top here for change case. Let's see. You have to mouse over to find it. No, this is one. Right here. Change case, click on that, and then want it to be uppercase. Some of these, if you don't use them every day, they're easy to forget. See how that changes that immediately to the capital letter subject? Turns into a smaller subject, so that's real nice. Now the next thing we can do here, and this one, the purpose for this is kind of, once in a while, okay, there's a you notice there's space between your there's letters and the words. There's actually a amount of space between each word and each letter, and they want us to work with some concept of changing this. Okay, so change the case spacing in the subject selected text. Okay, just the word subject. Let's click the word subject. Watch this happen here. Click the word subject, including the colon. Come up here to, we've changed it to uppercase. Go to the font launcher box now, which is right here. So here's your button to start it. Click it right there. Opens up the fonts launcher. And these are called tabs. Click on the one called advanced. And then look for where it says spacing, and then click on expanded. And what this will do is it will just slightly stretch the letters apart and make them a little wider from distance between them. And I'm going to slide this off to the right so you see it happen. Click OK, and you see the letters get a little further apart. That can be very useful at times for, let's say, a long document, fitting one letter, one word on your document, that kind of thing. And then you want us to change the character space to 1.5. I think I jumped too fast on that. Let's go back here. I've got expanded by 1.5 right here. Right there. That gets it just perfect. You wouldn't probably hardly notice that otherwise. Okay. Now, the next thing we want to do at the very end of the assignment is apply font styles to selected tests. Let's look for the email address where it says Emma Cavalli at the end here. Right here is the email text right here. Emma Cavalli. And they want us to change the font color, and this one here to be dark blue. To change font, this is your font color here. Click the right hand arrow, and you'll notice every one of these, if you mouse over them, has the name of what they are. And they want us to basically make the font color dark blue using the standard colored area. These are down. These are your standard colors right here. Mouse over it. Blue, dark blue right there. Click on that. Turns it dark blue. Want us to put an underline underneath Emma Cavalli. Want us to underline. Okay. Click the underline button. And the selected writer's name, Emma Cavalli, below best regards. Okay. Okay. And then we want to have Emma Cavalli in small cap. They want to have the Emma Cavalli in small caps down here. Click off this, Emma Cavalli. Come up here to our change case, small cap. So, okay, see that there. Let's go into the font launcher where all the buttons are. Back on font, and you'll see it in the square here. It'll say small caps. Click check mark small caps, They show you a preview down here, you'll see right here. And then click OK, and you watch it change. Emma Cavalli. Okay, very good. Then in the words realtor consultant, they want those to be italicized. Just select realtor consultant and click the I up here in the realtor consultant right there. And Placer Hills Real Estate, they want it to be in bold. I guess that's the name of the company, so it stands out. Okay. And make that bold right there. Now make sure to spell check your document. That they do talk about that in insurance somewhere. Just spell check it. And let's see, we've got 3 spelling errors here. Let's fix them. Okay. Click on spelling. And they're probably going to want that to be whole house. Check that. Go to the next one, to fix TRUS and make it say trust. And the last one, granite. The spell checker is extremely good. Look for grammar errors as well. This will take care of commas, things like that. Best wishes, thank you for your business. That would actually mean you are with the apostrophe. Get the apostrophe out of there. So we've got that fixed. You'll see all the check marks go on, so it's good. Over here. And let's make sure that I have all my paragraphs in the right spot. We have the first paragraph is, let's click this off here. The first paragraph is please read. Then make note on. Okay, make note on, we gotta move this. They have to select it, move this. You select it all like this. And pull your mouse up, you'll see that go in there. Wherever the insertion point is where it's gonna go. Move over to the right, drop it there. Enter button one time. And it goes in like that. Next line is make note. If there is information, good. Make sure we don't have an extra line between it. Okay. And then please complete the enclosed disclosure statement. And they want you to make the disclosure statement yellow. They want you to highlight this, so select the text. Come over here to the highlighter button, click yellow. Now, let's see, I think we've got everything the way we wanted on here. Yep, we do. So with that, we can close this assignment off, and I'll set another video up in a few minutes for you for Pause and Practice 3. There we go. Have a good day.